Hi everyone, and welcome back to our channel, or welcome to our channel if you're new. For today's video, we'll be diving into a Disney inspired dish today. So this is the gray stuff from Beauty and the Beast. Now if you haven't heard of this, I'm going to put up a picture right about now of what the gray stuff looks like from the movie. Now we're taking the dish that's inspired by the Disney World recipe, and we just spun it on its head and tried to do something a little different with it. That's why we have it, instead of serving it into a platter, we're serving it inside of chip. And we thought that would be a really different sort of look for it. And we also added some different ingredients. So if you'd like to see how to make this delicious Disney dish, then please keep on watching. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is get our ingredients out. So the first thing you'll need is 3.5 ounces of mini Oreo. So just the mini Oreo packs you can pick up at the grocery store. 3/4 of an ounce of the Cool Whip, and that's the tub size that we're going to be using. You'll also need 3/4 of an ounce of cream pudding mix. You'll also need 1/2 cup of chilled milk, 4 to 8 ounces of whipped topping, and edible pearls, or any type of decoration that you'd like to have on top. Now, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to open up all those individual packets of mini Oreos, and we're going to put them all into a blender. Now we want to blend all of this up just so that we have a nice cookie crumb to add into our gray stuff mix. So by all means, if you don't have the mini Oreos, you can use regular Oreos. The only thing is that you would obviously need less of them, so you'd want to try to average that out when you're using the bigger Oreos. So now we're just blending this together, and when you're blending it, you don't want to blend it to the point of it being almost like dust. You want to make sure that it still has some texture to it, just like it does here. It still has some of the bigger crumbs and some texture. You'll also want to get your cream pudding mix put together. Now we did this off camera mainly because it's a box mix, so you just follow the instructions in the box and you have your instant pudding. So we're going to put this in a separate bowl before adding in our Oreos. Now by all means, if you don't have a vanilla pudding mix, you can also use a cookies and cream one, that's even better, or any type of flavor that you choose to add in. And now we're just adding in our mini Oreo crumbs. And as you can see, you still have some bigger pieces in there, but I think that just gives it more texture and more character, so that's where we're leaving that in. Next, you're going to whisk all of this together and you'll have your gray stuff. Now, as you can see here, we have the perfect color and consistency right here, but we kind of went a little heavy-handed on the Oreo crumbs. So actually right here, you could have just left it as is, but we added a bit too much Oreo crumbs, and that's bound to happen. Sometimes you'll add more, sometimes you'll add less. So it's just all about averaging how much Oreo crumbs you add into your gray stuff. You're also going to add in the Cool Whip, and this is just going to give it the nice airy fluffiness that it needs to look nice and like pudding-like, because we kind of lost that with all of the mixing that we were doing. And you want to make sure that you're folding this in more than just whisking it in like aggressively, because we don't want it to lose its shape. And as you can see here, it's giving it a nice shape with the amount of whipped cream that's in it right now. And as you can see here, I'm adding a little more of this Cool Whip because we wanted some more puffiness to our pudding, because we felt like it was kind of losing its shape, so that's why we were trying to add in a little more. And it also brightens it up a little bit, which is really weird, but the color kind of lightens up, so it becomes the perfect color of gray, very similar to the one that we see in the cartoon version of the movie. And this is what the gray stuff should look like once you're completed. It's just a simple pudding, but it's about how it's presented and the story behind it, of course. So that is why we decided to plate our gray stuff inside of a cup. Well, a very decorative Chip cup. So if you don't know who Chip is, he's one of the characters from Beauty and the Beast. So this works perfectly into decorating this and making this pudding look even more fancy than it normally would be, because it's just a simple pudding. We also added some edible pearls on top, and as well as a nice raspberry on top. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like, comment down below what you thought of this video and other videos on our channel. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos every week. We hope you guys have a fantastic week, and thanks for watching!